wrestling fans, welcome to this special 2011 Survivor Series Tag Team E. It was a good pay-per-view here.
Great pay-per-view.
Interesting here. Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Here, I'll tell you, from a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a solid 7.
Yeah, I would be like in the 8 range.
All right.
It was pretty good. It was pretty darn good.
All right, well, the whole thing starts here when John Laryngitis comes out and addresses the crowd. Welcome to Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's basically all he said.
Yeah. Welcome to Survivor Series. I'm John Laurinaitis. I have it in my contract that I get to show up on screen on every pay-per-view because I'm John Laurinaitis. I'm John Laurinaitis, and that's about it.
Enjoy the action. And there we go. We kick off with the first match of the show. The United States Championship match between Dolph Ziggler and John out of here in a few days, Morrison. Now, the crowd was very, very upset that it was John Morrison and not Zack Ryder, and they made it known here in New York.
Yeah, the crowd was going. First of all, I'd like to say this about the Madison Square Garden crowd. This was one of the livest crowds that WWE pay-per-views have had all year. Got to give them props for being very, very responsive and making it known. And they made it known that they would rather have had Zack Ryder. They were chanting, "We want Ryder," during this match. I think at least one or two of the other subsequent matches as well. Every time John Morrison started making some moves in the ring, he immediately started getting booed. It's not his fault that they didn't pick Zack Ryder for this match. Come on. They had the dance off. John Morrison won. Let it go.
That's pretty much it. Now, again, as E mentioned, the New York fans here at Madison Square Garden were awesome. They were real wrestling fans. It wasn't just, some fans that wandered in there, oh, I got a ticket, I think I'll go. There's a lot to do in New York. Yeah. So obviously the people that went to go see this went for a reason.
They wanted to be there. They definitely wanted to be there, and they made it known.
Good to see. And again, props again to the New York crowd. This match ends when Dolph Ziggler retains the championship versus, again, the man, John Morrison on his way out, 1 foot out the door, ready to go. But he does end up winning this match. Now, what does this do here for John Morrison?
For John Morrison, again, unless a miracle happens and they sign the contract within the next few days, it looks like he's going to be looking down the road.
Right. It doesn't look like they're going to be signing him, apparently. Yeah. I mean, there's not been any news here from the WWE camp or WWE.com stating that they were planning on signing him. He's been, again, disgruntled ever since the Melina situation. Yeah. Looks like he's going to let this take him out of the WWE, which is a shame because this guy's got everything going for him here at the WWE.
Yeah, definitely. He's got the moves, got the skills. That Melina situation in him looks like that might not even be lasting much longer anyway.
Right. As Melina mentioned here on Twitter, we put it on UnifiedWrestling.com. Mr. Right, he wasn't Mr. Right, he was Mr. Wrong or Mr.
Mr. Player.
Mr. Player. I think that's who he was, Mr. Player. Still looking for Mr. Right, Melina. Yeah. So, John Morrison, hope you don't regret what you're doing here.
Yeah.
After that, we had the Lumberjill match for the WWE Divas Championship between Beth Phoenix and Eve Torres. Now, Eve, this match was a slow start, but it was a sick finish when we got here. The Glam Slam from Beth Phoenix from the top rope!
From the top rope, yeah. This is something we've never seen before. This is, if there's one thing, again, that you have to give it up to the Divas, especially the crop that they've got right now, is that they're willing to take some bumps and, go the extra mile, for entertainment's sake. This was totally unexpected. Nobody's seen this before. It might possibly become a new move, or rather a new standard for them. We'll see what happens, but good show, very good show. I liked also the fact that Eve threw a little bit of jiu-jitsu in there. She made the first attempted glam slam. Actually, Eve was able to turn it into a flying triangle choke, which is not bad. That's what I'm talking about. I've been telling you guys about Eve. So,
yeah, good to see here. Again, this match was awesome. It ends up here with that glam slam again from the top rope.
Yeah.
Was not to be outdone until the Big Show versus Mark Henry match, where we'll talk about a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good match. I hope to see these two divas again soon. Good finish here by both ladies. So again, interesting match.
Awesome.
All right. After that, we had the Survivor Series, the general match here, the first one between
Team Barrett.
Team Barrett and Team Randy Orton. Team Barrett included the likes of Cody Rhodes,
Jack Swagger, Hunico, Dolph Ziggler, and Barrett himself.
And we have Randy Orton's camp consisting of, I should say, Sheamus, Sin Cara, Kofi Kingston, Mason Ryan, and of course Randy Orton himself.
Yeah.
Now this was an interesting match because it was, you know, which we're used to seeing these 5-man tag teams or 8-man tag team, whatever they want to do here in the WWE. But there was an interesting situation here where Sin Cara and Kofi Kingston, we're going to do a general here, leaping out of the ring.
Yeah.
And a sick move from what it looked like here from the beginning. But unfortunately, it was beginning of the end here for Sin Cara because, as posted here on UnifiedWrestling.com, he suffered a ruptured patella tendon.
Yeah. It basically means his knee exploded. You know, and it looked like...
Wow!
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. As you reported also, it looks like he's going to be out for about 6 months or so.
6 to 8 months from UnifiedWrestling.com, took from WWE.com, stating that, again, it was a ruptured patella tendon. It's going to take 6 to 8 months to recover after surgery. When surgery is going to happen, again, hasn't been scheduled. Wow. But, unfortunate here for this guy.
Yeah, you know, ever since he got here, he's been having kind of a rough go of it, and it seems like he was just starting to get some forward momentum, and now let's put on pause. Meanwhile, Hunico's doing awesome.
Yeah, he's doing great, carrying the load. Again, this actual match ends when Cody Rhodes hits the crossroads on Randy Orton. Actually, hits it on Mason Ryan.
Yeah.
First, gets the W on him, but then it is Randy Orton versus the Wolves, and that doesn't last long either.
Yeah. After the crossroads, Wade Barrett gets in, but then sneakily tags out to Hunico. Hunico gets a move on Randy Orton. Right after that, Randy Orton's caught looking at the wrong guy and gets rolled up. He got the...
Well, we have the wasteland is applied on Randy Orton when Hunico, again, takes the beating here for the team. Wade Barrett grabs Randy Orton from that point. As soon as Randy Orton goes off on Hunico, slaps him in the wasteland, drops him, gets the pin. There you go.
Yeah.
Wade Barrett's team beats Orton's team. Didn't seem it was possible, but again,
there you go.
He's on his rampage. What does he call it again? The Barrett Barrage.
The Barrett Barrage.
He wants to be the first English champion.
Which didn't.
No, it's the first English champion.
Okay.
No, I mean Sheamus ain't English. Well, Irish.
Yeah, not thinking about Sheamus. It'll come.
William Regal never won no championship.
Okay.
Anyway, after that we had the anticipated matchup here between Mark Henry and the Big Show. Mark Henry being the heavyweight champion, and Big Show trying to get redemption here from what happened last pay-per-view. This was an interesting match again, as they advertised their special enforcements here for the ring, supports, making sure it doesn't collapse like last time.
Yeah, trying to prevent that from happening again.
Absolutely. Now this was a great match here, back and forth. The crowd, I loved it. The crowd here in New York was saying, boring.
Yeah.
Boring. The beginning of this match. And again,
the beginning.
Yeah, for good reason. It was boring.
Yeah. And the thing is, you know, with the two of the big guys in there, one thing that you don't expect is seeing grappler moves as opposed to just, big guy moves.
Boring.
And Big Show was actually throwing in some grappler moves, between the waist locks. At one point he got him in, let's see, he did a couple of moves. Yeah, he got him, a couple of arm drags, things that you don't expect the Big Show to do. So at this point the crowd did actually start chanting boring, but at first they were rooting for Mark Henry, and then they started chanting boring, but the action did pick up.
Yes, it did. It picked up big time, because what happened here is the match started wearing down, and then Big Show thought it was necessary to climb the top rope and drop a Randy Savage elbow. Now, he did wait a little while. He was milking it, waiting for the right time, had one foot up there. The announcers here, Booker T, don't do it, Big Show. Big Show, don't do it. Don't do it, man. And puts out both feet, stands firmly on the top rope, throws the two arms up, looking up to the heavens here at Randy Savage, and he drops the elbow.
Flying elbow. World's biggest flying elbow.
That guy, nice. I'm talking. That guy was standing over 15 feet. It looked like when he was, straight up pointing up like that. It was flying legit. The Big Show does it, but that's not what wins him the match here. Mark Henry does the World's Strongest Slam soon after, and still doesn't win the match. This match ends by DQ when Mark Henry doesn't stop.
Goes for the nut shot. After it gets called a DQ. Big Show, after that, as Big Show's rolling around on the ground, Henry actually goes and gets the chair again, getting ready to do what he did earlier this year.
Yeah.
The Big Show was actually able to reverse that on him. He got the chair instead, got the chair on Mark Henry's leg, and did a big old leg drop on it, which had Mark Henry rolling around just like Big Show had, just like Kane had, just like everybody else, Kozlov, everybody. Rolling around, nursing that broken ankle. The EMTs came out. Mark Henry was like, "Hey, wait, don't touch it. You touch it again, I'm gonna knock you out." And he had to be carted off, and Big Show walked away.
Well, to talk more about this here, again, this New York crowd chanting out here, Daniel Bryan. What a perfect opportunity for Bryan to come in and take it!
Exactly. That would have been the perfect opportunity to roll in with the Money in the Bank case. But no Daniel Bryan.
Wasn't in the story.
Writers were like, I didn't think of that! Oh my God.
Dang. You know what we should have done?
Missed opportunity.
Dang. Anyway, that's what ends up happening.
How, the DQ had already been called, so it would have been perfect.
I'd say Bryan wasn't there because he wasn't nowhere in this pay-per-view. He was nowhere in Team Barrett.
Nothing,
or
not
Team
in the
Orton.
background, nothing.
Yeah, nothing in the back. Yeah, exactly. We saw the Bellas.
Could have been hanging out with the Bellas or nothing. Man.
No, nothing. We saw a cameo here. We saw a cameo here of Zack Ryder in his Dolph Ziggler match, but nothing else.
Yeah,
nothing else. All right. After that, we had the match between Alberto Del Rio and CM Punk. WWE Championship on the line. CM Punk. All we got to say here is Anaconda Vice, and Del Rio taps out. New champion. But how did we get to that? What happened here in this match that changed it? I mean, it looked like Del Rio had the momentum here. He even had him in the arm bar here. He was ready to tap out.
Yeah, he had him in the arm bar. Somehow CM Punk managed to not tap out. He was able to drag himself over close enough to the ring ropes so he could put his feet on him to get him to break the hold. Once they broke the hold, they went back around again. He tried to get the GTS on him twice. Real hard to do that, to balance, when his left arm is pretty much immobilized by that time. But, he dropped him off off of his shoulders, and immediately turned it into the Anaconda Vice.
That's it. That was it. Del Rio taps out like a little... And that was the end of that. So much for the champ, man. Del Rio, come on, man! What?
It's like, MMA, Lucha Libre star, he comes here, and now all of a sudden he's getting all soft.
Anaconda Vice. Not even to go to sleep. Anaconda Vice. We move on here to the main event between John Cena, The Rock versus The Miz and R-Truth. This was... I can't even tell you how much anticipated this match was. Yeah. Everyone wanted to see it. E was super interested.
Everybody wanted to see this match.
Everybody wanted to see it. Everybody, even The Rock's mom, wanted to see this match. Rock's mom was actually ringside at Survivor Series to watch her son up close. This match begins when, of course, R-Truth and The Miz come out. You suck, you suck. Yeah. Saying that to the New York crowd. Great. Nice move. And first one to come out, we were questioning who was going to be the one that comes out. John Cena, of course, comes out because you know who the real icon is. After that, here comes The Rock. The Rock comes out to the cheers of the crowd here in New York, and then the match gets underway. Now, this was pretty interesting. It didn't look like The Rock was going to tag out at the beginning of this match, basically cleaning house.
He was able to get early momentum on The Miz. Miz came in, immediately started throwing him around, arm drags all over the place. R-Truth tried to jump in at that point, and he got thrown back out of the ring. And at that point, R-Truth taps back, tags in. The Rock goes to town on him and sends him back out. The Miz, because he was offended because John Cena had run in at one point while The Rock was handling R-Truth. So The Miz wanted to get at John Cena, so he tags back in and demands that The Rock send in John Cena.
This match, cutting it here to the end, finally is completed when we have The Rock dropping the iconic People's Elbow on The Miz to get the pin and the win. Now, again, John Cena and him have this match here at WrestleMania. Yeah. John Cena was clapping for his guy. Yeah. Good job. Again, these two other here we get The Miz and R-Truth are licking their wounds here outside of the ring. But the Rock's not done here with John Cena.
Yeah.
He tells John Cena to come on in, and they start having basically a battle on who the people like better.
Yeah, and this was interesting because neither one of them grabbed mics. This was them just talking, and the effect of this was actually kind of stronger because you couldn't tell what they were saying, but you could see the body language.
If it was me, you'd probably hear what I was saying without the mic, but that's Cesar Scorpio.
Hey, that happens. Yeah, The Rock went up. He said, hey, judging by what the movie said, it was like, I'm going to go stand up there and see what the crowd says, then you go stand up there and say what the crowd says. And then we'll know who the crowd digs. The Rock goes up to the ring, the ring post, stands up, the crowd goes nuts. The roof pops off the Madison Square Garden. John Cena goes up, people start booing. Booing! It wasn't just like silence. People were actively like, get the fuck out of here, we don't like you. He shrugs, shrinks up, curls into a ball like a baby and cries. The Rock goes back up to the ring post again. Crowd goes wild yet again, and point made. The Rock is basically demonstrated again. He is what they call him, the People's Champion. And by the way, his performance in this match, if you told everybody that he hadn't been away for 7 years, he had in fact gone on vacation for 2 weeks and come back, it would be totally believable. I mean, he came in great shape. He came in with all the moves. It's like he didn't miss a beat.
Looks like he was working out real closely with DeMont and Stone Cold. So, yeah. I mean, the guy was training for a while before he made his appearance here at Survivor Series. He didn't want to embarrass himself.
Yeah,
he's The Rock. So, obviously,
he wanted to come in.
All that rust was knocked off in the practice room because this guy was legit. The Rock still has it. The crowd in New York was chanting it. It was obvious. And now, WWE did what we expected him to do. Now we cannot wait here for WrestleMania.
These guys match. Yeah, and that's exactly what this whole match was for, to get everybody ready for WrestleMania next year.
Absolutely. All right, so now we're going to be at the heels of Monday Night Raw here, coming on Monday night. We will have, again, the review for Monday Night Raw here. Tomorrow, we will have also the live coverage of Monday Night Raw, aftermath of Survivor Series 2011, again, on UnifiedWrestling.com. From myself, Cesar Scorpio, Invincible E, Vincent, thank you very much for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Take care.